Oh.
Well, fresh off the old
The Mile High
Denver.
Kid's back.
That's right. The Mile High Kid is back.
Give me my city. Give me the key to my city.
Well,
back.
you know what?
You enjoy it.
They wanted to add a third show. I said, can't do it at that altitude.
You're smart.
Yeah.
Whenever they go third show, I go, let's do it.
A shout out to all the people that came out. Greatest club, greatest crowds. A shout out to Mom and Aunt Nubby who came by.
My mom came by.
Mom and Aunt Nubby came by.
Did you see what I posted on Instagram?
Sure did.
She put, he's so smart, blah, blah, and so hot.
She goes, sexy as all get out. That's what she said.
Not good,
He's
man.
sexy as all get out. Your mom said that.
Did you see my mom, bro?
I always forget how high her cheekbones are and how simply beautiful her face is. And
We had the same height.
we are. I'm not afraid of a taller woman, as you know. I'm not afraid. See, a lot of guys go, I'm too light in the ass. But because I make up for it in the front.
You do.
You know what I'm saying, brother?
You have a tailspin in the front.
Yeah. And also, I'm a mature man now. I'm 51. So I know
you're nice cheese.
I know how to take my time with a woman.
Hey, bro.
What?
Was Nubby there?
She was there too.
Was it just my mom and my Aunt Nubby?
Nubby, your mom, and a lady named Sue.
That's my Aunt Sue, you son of a
Aunt
bitch.
Sue.
That's Sue.
Dude, they were all blonde and
Could
British.
Sue get
as all get
any
out.
more English?
They're all.
She still kind of has the accent.
They
too?
sure do. They're all Brits. They're
Keep
all.
your goddamn hands off my
Take
family.
it easy, bro. A man can't dip his toe in the waters of sin.
No.
Come on, bro.
No, man. Did you see D'Elia at all there?
I didn't.
Because he was across the street at the Paramount, right?
Yeah, but a lot of people were like, Chris who? You know, there were a lot of people were like, you're
I heard
better.
that your crowd there chanting, down with Chris.
Yeah, they were.
Down with Chris.
Bryan's
down
better.
with Chris.
Bryan's
down
better.
With Chris.
We saw Chris and Bryan's better. We saw Chris and Bryan's better. Chris should quit. Chris should quit. I'm going to write a song for us. I'm going to write we both need a life song, and I'm going to write a theme song for us. You know what I mean? Like Brendan Schaub was in the UFC, tall and strong as you can see. And Bryan took him, made him from scratch, breathed life into his clay, even though he's a little gay. You know, whatever. I'll figure it out.
Hey, man.
I don't know.
I don't like that tune.
No, I don't know. I'm spitballing.
You're spitballing ideas?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
spitballing ideas.
Okay,
So we'll see. He was nothing but meat. I came along and
No. Let me
made
spitball.
him sweet. You know, whatever. We'll figure it out.
Oh, here we
You're
go
welcome for
again. Well, I
everything.
got one. Let me think.
But don't be a dick.
No, I'm not.
Okay,
man.
but just sing a good song. Be respectful.
Brian had 7 listeners, then Big Brown came along,
Hey.
saved his life, saved his career. Now he's doing just fine.
No.
And he's back about to give out because he does all the work all day.
No, this doesn't. It's not rhyming. The song's not rhyming, bro. So I don't know if that. I don't know if I like it. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Get on your knees and thank me every single day.
This little bird's trying to fly.
You will never. Yeah, that's right. Well, I made you from scratch. You're like a chicken that's about to hatch. You don't have wings until I say you are. You know, I'll give you
And
these.
now I'm soaring, and I'm dropping
You're sort of
ticket
soaring, but
sales.
know that I can shoot you out of the sky anytime I want. Anytime I want.
I don't like this
Don't you
song,
forget
bro.
that guy.
I don't like this song.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
I don't like that.
I'll write it.
Did you see Shark Eyes Doll Smile? Did Jake come?
Sure did. By the way, saw Shark Eyes Dolls Mouth, saw Big Clop, who's lost 40 pounds.
He hadn't lost 40
I was like,
pounds.
40. I go, you're skinny. Now, skinny is
He's
his
Shred
first round
City.
traffic.
He's
Shred
Shred
City.
City.
Couldn't be. One shoulder, I hope he's listening to this. One of his
He
shoulders
does.
a little lopsided from football.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yep.
His clavicle is like the tip of it.
Yep.
Is completely off. It tore off.
That's from
You
football.
can push it down like a crane.
Oh, well, gross. And gross. Hey, Klopp, do you have a special tailor? Because suits don't work.
He doesn't really wear suits.
Yeah, can I get a suit? I need one shoulder to be super long and the other one to be a lot shorter.
Because I'm Frankenstein.
Because I'm Frankenstein.
Some
and if
live
you could-
Frankenstein.
Yeah, just get a mannequin and just turn it to its left, and then
Tailor it
the
from
suit to
there.
that. Yeah. Meanwhile, it looks good though. 40 pounds lighter. I was like, Klopp, you look
He's
a
lost
little
40
skinny.
pounds? What's he been doing? Stop
drinking.
lifting.
Stop drinking.
Oh,
Still
because
lifting.
his girl's pregnant.
Hasn't drunk for
So he stopped-
4 months. He's one of those guys
He'll have beers nonstop.
in solidarity with his girl, Yeah.
Yeah.
When he drinks beer, it goes to his chest and his abs.
He gets fast. It goes to his ass and his chest.
It just
he gets bigger.
It becomes muscle.
He has the biggest arms I've ever seen.
Yeah, it becomes muscle.
They're 21 pythons. You know how Hulk Hogan used to joke about
Yeah.
that? Maybe his were. Klopp's really are.
They really
They're
are.
fucking huge.
Yeah, his legs, ass, and then that small waist that tsunamis into this giant rippled back. And I know
Biggest
he lifts,
man I've
but
ever seen.
it's like, oh, dude, are you eating just sweet potatoes, romaine lettuce, and dry chicken?
No, the answer. What I want. I'll go to Burger King whenever I want after work.
Yeah.
I'll eat all the sweets.
Yep.
I'll eat all the ice cream. Stay shredded while you guys kill yourself dieting.
It's crazy. I said to him, I go, did you change your diet? He goes, no, I eat like shit still.
Yeah,
I just
never.
stopped drinking. I'm like,
Never.
God damn it.
He's just such a freak, man.
Genetics.
Just such a freak.
Genetics.
Smart dude. Killing it now in real estate.
I did a video for Brendan, and I was like, me and Klopp and Jay and all his boys, and
Cody.
Cody Donovan, one of my favorite people.
You're welcome.
High altitude. Shout out to high altitude martial arts where I train.
Stay out of my gym, bro.
Where I train with my boyfriend Christian Allen.
They give you a white belt shirt, right?
Gave me a white belt. And by the way, train with Christian Allen. I'm not trying to be a dick, but in a lot of ways, if you step up to me, I don't give a fuck who you are. I got some tricks up my sleeve.
You got the Christian Allen tricks?
Pack a lunch.
Well, let me tell you something about Christian Allen, who trains Neil Magny, all the guys there. It was
Curtis Blades.
It was Nate Marquardt, my trainer, Cody Dommins, Elliot Marshalls.
He's an artist.
Everyone.
He's an artist.
I learned everything from that, man.
Everything.
My entire style was mimicked after Christian Allen, who's 155 pounds.
Yeah, not afraid to tiger stripe his hair, and not afraid to wear a pair of camouflage overalls that are also knickers that stop right below the knee, and some laceless red dope as shit sneakers, and then sort of a floral pattern, not unlike your shirt.
Floral's in right now.
You would look at him and go, well, he's a twink.
I look like a giant version of Christian Allen.
Yep. He's a gay twink. That's what you would think to yourself. And he'll change. Go ahead and fight him. See what happens. I don't care if you're a professional football player. You're going to sleep.
When Christian Allen used to, his rounds, he'd stay in there and he'd spar, because he was Shane Carr and I's main coach when we started.
He used to spar with you guys.
He'd stay in the ring. Me and Shane would rotate in on him, and he'd beat the fuck out of both of us. We couldn't touch him. It was exhausting.
It's so crazy. He's such an artist. Such a unique, he's just one of those.
He's like the John Danaher of striking.
Yeah.
He's the John Danaher of striking.
That's exactly right. That's fair.
But he's also
black belt on the ground.
Phenomenal black belt in jiu-jitsu. Yeah. Phenomenal wrestling. Phenomenal striking. Yeah. Phenomenal kicking. He just does it all.
He does it all. Fighting is his language.
You had fun there.
I loved it.
And how's my boy Cody doing?
Cody's great. Cody's the coach and loving it, right in his element. I said to him, I go,
he's such a good coach.
He's always thinking about how to improve and stuff. I go, dude, just for a second, just know that you're doing everything right. Your worry is going to lead you in the right direction. This is all good, but you're doing some good shit. He's got a good team. And
they have a really good team. Yep. And did he go, God willing, if Jesus wants that, we'll figure it out.
We didn't have any of that talk. But
he's gotten more religious as he's gotten older, which if that's your thing, I have friends who are religious.
I haven't picked up on that. He's a searcher. So Cody may be religious, but he loves talking philosophy.
Cody's very, very smart.
Oh,
Cody's one of the smartest people I know.
Yes.
And super creative.
Yes.
Super, super creative.
Yes. There's no doubt.
No. All that high altitude drawings you see, that's Cody.
Yeah, I believe it.
He can draw his ass off.
Really?
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Very smart guy.
Yeah.
Really good coach.
Yep. It was a good scene. Anyway, I've mastered striking, and that's the motto of that.
That's the motto. You mastered striking.
Yeah, punch you in the face. Well, don't
hung out with my family.
Don't leave your jab out there on me. That's all I'm going to say.
No,
do you know what I'm saying, brother?
Don't call me brother. Did you watch the Fedor fight and criticize him?
I had some notes for Fedor.
I knew it.
Okay, I got some notes for Fedor. That's all.
You missed a hell of a fight companion. Eddie at the very end brought up how do we know nuclear bombs are actual nuclear bombs?
Oh,
how do we know they're not just trying to control society, saying we have nukes?
Splitting the atom is not real. Then Hiroshima and Nagasaki is a lie.
I brought up Hiroshima. However, he has a point as far as the common person to the naked eye. If you watched a video of 100 bombs,
yeah,
and no one told you what's nuclear, what's regular bomb, the common person can't go, oh, that's nuclear. Oh, that's regular TNT. That you wouldn't know. He's saying we assume, and I'm on your side on this. Yeah. We assume though, just because the media goes, well, that's a nuclear bomb because it has that cloud. We go, okay, then that's a nuclear bomb. Korea has nuclear bombs. Russia has nuclear bombs. He's saying we don't know for sure. We assume these things because they tell us that's a nuclear bomb. I get the splitting of atoms and all that.
The problem with Eddie and all these guys, and I love Eddie.
But did you hear it? Jamie went hard at him.
Yeah.
Jamie got an A in physics.
Oh, really?
Jamie went super hard.
Well, you go back to Enrico Fermi, you go back to the history of the splitting of the atom. This was not Einstein. The problem with these guys is they are not students of history.
What do you mean these guys?
They're these conspiracy guys like Eddie.
Yeah.
They're not students of history. So it'd be a lot like this, for real. And I'm not exaggerating. It would be like me walking into Eddie's school or someone's school and saying, guys, this jujitsu stuff doesn't work. It's bullshit. Do you know that there are kung fu systems out there where the guy can not only walk on water, but touch you and you will die? And I have 6 movies to show you on YouTube. And I'm going to show you these examples. And not only do I have that, I want to show you some video of these Aikido masters who aren't even touching their students and throwing them. That's on YouTube. And that's true, dude.
Yep.
So there are Aikido masters that...
Even though jiu-jitsu's been around for forever.
Oh, well,
and studied, and it's well documented.
And when it's been used in the UFC constantly, it's a little bit like saying, looking at your phone, your cell phone, and going, this is magic. This is all bullshit. This is a conspiracy. Yeah.
Well,
you would be. But there is a measurable, systematic reason
why it's working.
And you'd have to go all the way back 100 years or even more to the genesis of how electromagnetic fields were created with different metals, with nickel and copper and a medium, right? So if you study the history of science, not to be a geek, but I've done that a little bit. I've taken some courses on it. You go.
So has Jamie.
There's a fucking historical record that is worldwide. It's not controlled by the Illuminati.
The only reason I don't get upset when Eddie says that, I like when I like people who question things. Obviously, I don't go balls deep into those guys.
Science is questioning things, but science.
I know, but and then they disprove
but
it and go
scientific. Right?
I know. The only thing is when he goes, how do we know that's an actual nuclear bomb that's going off in the ocean? Sure. How do we know that's not a regular bomb? We don't know. They say it is. How do we know it's not?
You and I don't know. Yeah, but the military.
Someone does. Yeah, someone who's educated on it knows.
Nuclear testing was such a problem.
But what he's saying if they go, oh, they're nuclear testing over there and shows a picture of that bomb exploding, we all go, yep, that's a nuke. When he's going, is it? Mm-hmm. Can we get someone to tell us exactly why it is? That's all he's saying.
That's fine.
I agree too. I agree with him. He was making a really simple face value point, which I agree with.
Me too.
People are blowing it out of proportion. Like, no, we know because of the history.
What I like about Eddie.
I tried derailing it, B. I tried derailing it, and I was super awkward. I went, how about the Cavs, Jamie? And then it got heated.
What I like about Eddie is that he has a healthy American skepticism of the government, which is, I don't trust the government. I don't mind that.
But also, Eddie,
and I like Eddie, by the way. I don't mean to pick on him.
The way Eddie views the world is what gave Eddie the abilities to come up with a jiu-jitsu system that's never been around.
Yeah, he's a very creative artist.
Well, he looks at things and goes, he looks at it completely different than the rest of us. And that enabled him to create this wonderful life with jiu-jitsu and this system, 10th planet jiu-jitsu.
He's got a very creative
If he was like the rest of us, or not us, but like the rest of everyone, doesn't question anything, you don't get 10th planet jiu-jitsu.
I would even argue that Eddie, because he's such a creative mind and artistic, I would argue that a lot of the conspiracy theories that Eddie likes to embrace, he does because it's fun. Like, it's fun for him to be part of this community. It's fun to question these things. It's fun to kind of find these holes. A lot of it is just almost an, if you really held his feet to the fire, I think he'd be a lot more reasonable. I think he just enjoys going down the rabbit hole. A lot of people like
him and Sam Tripoli travel around doing conspiracy theory shows. You know that?
It's awesome.
It's awesome. I love both those guys.
Do it.
Love both those guys.
Yeah. Well,
I told you I was reading that book last night. I thought you'd find interesting. I forget the name.
I love that you're reading that book.
It's I'm charging my phone. I forget the name of the book. Stealing the Artist. The title sounds like, so you're basically stealing people's work. No, what it's saying is like, how do you? There it is. Steal like an artist journal, and it's a short book. It's not a hard read at all. It's for kids, for God's sake. But
but I love that you're reading it.
But it just shows how like everyone's influenced from someone else. So the kind of the example they gave is it's a New York Times bestseller, Stealing Like an Artist. And so what they do is it shows like, Johnny Carson grew up idolizing this guy. Mm-hmm. So his goal was to be just like him. Well, what happens is you try that style and then you find your own after time and you become Johnny Carson.
Exactly.
Well, Johnny Carson influenced David Letterman. David Letterman wanted to be like Johnny Carson. Yep. But you get to a certain point and go, holy shit, I'm not Johnny Carson. I'm David Letterman.
You kill your teacher.
So I'm going to do it this style.
You kill your guru.
You learn from them and then you create your own style. You don't take their material. That's what I'm saying. You come up, you get their style and you come up. And then the other example is Conan O'Brien loved David Letterman. Conan O'Brien wanted to be like David Letterman. Then he got to his style, and then it branches off from there. Right. Kobe Bryant says it best. They go, man, you come with all these moves. And he goes, I'm trying to copy what the guys did before me. Mm-hmm. And I realize there's some things I can't do because of size or whatever it is. So I made it my own. But it's just me mimicking, trying to my best abilities to copy what they're doing, but it's my flavor.
Which is why when you're trying to be original, study how it's done first. Get the base and the fundamentals first.
That was the point of this book, because they're saying, so, I'm obsessed with comedy. So yesterday I probably watched 8 comedy specials and watched all this YouTube stuff and read this book. So what they're saying is, so let's say you like Jerry Seinfeld, right? Well, who inspired Jerry Seinfeld? That's going to explain all about Jerry Seinfeld. Well, who inspired, let's say, George Carlin? If he's a George Carlin. Let's say, who inspired him?
George Carlin.
Who inspired him? Then you go to that.
Yep.
Who inspired him? And then it's a tree. You go through this family tree, and you figure out the
all
steps
your
they
heroes
took.
had a hero. All your heroes had their heroes. Robert De Niro was obsessed with Robert Duvall. It just goes on and on. And Duvall and, for that matter, De Niro also were Marlon Brando was the guy. So everybody had a hero. And do you know the expression, what I have done because I stood on the shoulders of giants? Do you know who said that? That's a loose translation. Okay. It's an important thing. So Isaac Newton, who came up with the theory of gravity, the theories of motion, invented something called calculus. Isaac Newton considered the father of modern-day physics. Isaac Newton considered his theories on light and everything else. Isaac Newton is, if you ask all the scientists, and they did a huge poll of all the greatest scientists, they said, who's the greatest scientist, the greatest mind of all time? Well, all of them pretty much said Isaac Newton. Isaac Newton was was the scientist that was the father in many ways of the Enlightenment, the father of the beginning of the scientific revolution, where you would measure things, where observation and proving it with mathematics and with experimentation, where you could replicate an experiment. So when you say, well, this cures this, does it? Let's see if we can replicate the experiment.
But he got it from...
But more importantly, the planets move like this. Do they? Yes, let me prove it. And here's how I can do it. And Halley's Comet is gonna come over at this time. Can you imagine predicting when a comet? Now Halley did that, but using some of Newtonian's physics. But can you imagine saying that a comet, Brendan, in 3 days is going to shoot across the sky?
What in the world?
It'll do it, and it did it 10,000 years ago, and it's going to do it in another 500 years. And you go, shut up. And he goes, well, I'm using Newtonian physics and math. And this is incredible. Okay, and that's what happened. And when Halley's Comet shot across, and then they were able to, and he predicted it would happen again. And sure enough, when was the last time Halley's Comet? In the 80s, 90s?
90s. I remember as a kid.
Yeah.
It was a big deal.
Well, guess what? That was predicted by Halley back then. And sure enough, on the day, Brendan, on the day, shoom, it shoots across.
When was it, Chin?
1985 to 1986.
There you go. So
you know what's weird is I was 3.
There you go.
But I remember being a big deal.
Yeah. But what's even bigger deal is one of the great scientific revolutions, because we were able to use math. Thank you, Isaac Newton and the people after him, and Albert Einstein, and before. To not only, and by the way, when these flat earthers, tell them to shut the fuck up, because we were able to essentially predict when a comet was shooting over, and thereby tell you exactly how the planets move using math. Isn't that incredible?
I'm not saying the subject's boring. When I said boring, I'm talking about calculus. If you're not a numbers guy, I remember sitting through calculus going.
Emotion, though.
I remember being in calculus when math isn't your thing.
Yeah.
When you weren't interested in high school or college,
dude,
I wanted to pull my teeth out.
I faked an illness. I pretended to faint in the nurse's office so I didn't have to take.
I remember that.
I was like, I'm faint.
Dude, Klopp was good at math. I was good at art. I've told the story. I had Klopp take my test for me. He went in and forged and pretended he was me while I did his art project.
Yep. So Isaac
got a
Newton,
C-.
So Isaac Newton, who was the greatest scientist even in his day, and was given a chair, I think, at the Oxford or Cambridge. And he said, "What I have done only because I stood on the shoulders of giants." And then he had another metaphor, which is, "I'm like a child skipping rocks across a sea of knowledge. I'm only brushing the surface with my rocks. Like the greatest scientist. So again, even he had his heroes. Even he
but it's interesting
said,
to think
I could
of it
never
like
have done
that.
this without Euclidean geometry, without, Pythagoras, all of these great mathematicians, Minos before me.
Yeah, but I didn't really think of it like that. When I read the title, someone recommended to me, I'm like, stealing like an artist. Jesus Christ, you want to be original, man. That's exactly what this is about. Like everyone's inspired by somewhere. It's music, whatever it is, athletes, everyone. Yeah. And then eventually you're not them and you become this other different sort of branch. Music especially is influenced by it. Music especially. Yeah. Even comics.
Didn't I tell you I knew you had comedy in you? Like I knew you'd be a comic.
Like 6 years ago.
Because I watched how because you had never really been around, you've been around athletes a lot and great people, but you'd never really been around a lot of comics, actors, artists. You hadn't been around a New York flavor necessarily. No. And so you got around me and you got around some of we were all older than you. And what I noticed was that you were able to watch the way we communicated, and you would get the music in your head, and then you would tell stories and make it your own. And I was like, this motherfucker's doing exactly what I did with Jimmy Burke, Jerry McFadden, all those guys I met in New York, because I remember I was a foreigner. So I come to New York where my mother's from.
They were older, yeah?
They were New Yorkers. And I was like, the way they would talk, when I use expressions like, he's not hearing a fucking peep out of you. That's Jimmy Burke.
But you guys also use Bubba. Jimmy calls you Bubba.
Jimmy. That's all Jimmy.
I only refer
Robbie
to my
Weingart.
son as Bubba.
That's Jimmy, Robbie
It's so
Weingart.
weird.
Yeah.
They say accents. That's why I like the English accent. Someone heard one dude talk like that. Yeah. Like, all right, and then they started mimicking that, and then you have this whole.
I stole that from
Bubba.
Ghetto.
Bubba.
Ebonics, like so ghetto, like I be, he be, that stuff.
Yeah,
that comes from 17th century England. Yeah. That's not even an African thing. That is that was British, North British Highland kind of slang, the way people talked. And because when the slaves were brought over to the South, the people that settled the South were primarily from that part of England.
Correct.
That's where pit bull fighting came in. All of that English culture, 17th century culture, was absorbed by the black population. So a lot of the language, and Thomas Sowell is a black scholar, does an amazing job of drawing that lineage. We are all products. And I was trying to write this joke. It's a little offensive, but when you see cultures that had no contact with other cultures, when you see cultures that have never been, so they haven't learned from other cultures. So the Yellow River, the Yangtze in China, the reason so many people speak Mandarin is because they were able to trade along those rivers. Yeah. And they shared ideas. They shared ideas on architecture, on agriculture, on medicine, and all that. So that's why China became a great society. Europe was the same thing. They were always constantly together.
Japan. Not really though, right?
Well, Japan was very, very isolated. Japan got a lot of what they got. They don't want to admit it. They got a lot of it from China. Japan's
very isolated. Japan's not as multicultural as the other societies, right?
So what destroyed Japan? Why did Japan essentially initially, why did the samurai go out of fashion? Why did the samurai lose? Because
they didn't adapt.
They didn't have gunpowder.
They didn't adapt.
They didn't have gunpowder. They didn't know how to use gunpowder. And Europe had been trading and sharing ideas. The Enlightenment, the fucking Enlightenment, which gave rise to the scientific revolution, gave rise to almost the internal combustion engine, physics, and all the things the technology we use. That was a result of the fact that we were in contact with so many different cultures. Why did Western Europe develop faster in a lot of ways and become wealthier than Eastern Europe? Well, part of it was because Eastern Europe, the Western Europe had the Gulf Stream. What's the Gulf Stream? It keeps things warmer. So rivers flowed throughout winter and led to the sea. In Eastern Europe, those rivers froze up. So shit stopped. You didn't trade. And you can really kind
There's
of
a reason why.
Yes, man. You can see it. All the steel and coal deposits, they were in Western Europe, so they had more access to fuel and to fucking steel.
I was watching Bill Maher show, and they had a guy on there. And they're talking about how diverse, how like the United States is a melting pot, and the voters on Trump and the statistics are so interesting. And they were saying, because he goes, stop saying everything's a melting, like he goes, well, we're such a melting pot. And he's like, the entire world is. There's very few nations that aren't a melting pot, where there's not different nationalities, different ethnicities. And he goes, the only one that's really not is Japan.
That's right. and it makes us
Japan's
stronger.
like the one that's kind of
when you borrow from cultures. Have you ever seen cultures that are really isolated? Do you ever see the original cultures and you go in and then you'll see them, they're in these costumes and they're dancing and to some one instrument, and you're like, oh, I don't know. Those are ridiculous hats. Did anybody tell you those hats suck? The women are making bread from scratch and binding their feet.
Keeping their mouth shut.
That's right. So you're like, we become more modern when we learn from others. Look at the greatest example, in my opinion, is mixed martial arts. Think about karate in Japan. Do you remember? I'm old enough to remember because I fought them. Shotokan karate, where you would only learn purely what your teacher taught you, your Japanese teacher. Dude, when we would fight them, because my teacher was a boxer and a judo guy, when we would fight them in tournaments, they would stand still. I fought this guy who was like the best Shotokan. He would stand there and they would do this. They'd do this point fight. I would fucking, it would
you'd
be
run circles around.
You'd fucking kick him in the face.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you'd be like, I'm going to fake here, move this way. And I was, who am I? But the point is,
if you don't have any influences, you're like in those Flintstone mobiles.
Yeah, you remember,
and then a goddamn Tesla goes.
That hilarious story you tell about fucking, you got to bring that back. I don't know if you're still doing it.
One?
That awesome. The first time you met your Taekwondo teacher, Sensei Ted.
Oh no, Zach.
So funny.
Sensei Zach.
That's a great bit, but like it's true. Like before that, martial arts, they were all different schools. Aikido, Kung Fu, Taekwondo, we're the best. My master, actually, it's illegal. If he touches you, you die. Oh, yeah. Then along comes UFC. And now look at MMA.
Then we believed it, though.
Yeah. But now you, as a fighter, go, yeah, that's good. Yair Rodriguez, incredible fighter. But you go, it's not going to work against the guys that have been around. Because the guys that have been around they know how to adjust because they have a repertoire like Frankie Edgar. He's going to grab you by the legs because he studied everything.
It's the same thing with Khabib. Like when people go, oh, well, if he fights this guy who's a college wrestler, national champion wrestler, freestyle, when they wrestle, isn't going to negate? I go, well, no, because this is where with Khabib, let's say the double leg, the single leg doesn't work. He has 7 to 10 other moves in his repertoire that he can go through the Rolodex where... And he's seen it because he's been wrestling since he was 4 with Grizzly Bear. So if this doesn't work, I have this. If this doesn't work, I have this. I have this. Where most guys go, I have this, this, this. And then after that, we're kind of fucked if I can't take you down.
Wow.
Khabib doesn't have that. It will never, his Rolodex will never expire.
Now extrapolate that. That's a fascinating example because
it's chain wrestling.
You should do that mentally. You should be reading all different things. And I see this all the time with academics. I see the shit. An academic is very, very specific about his area of study.
He's a black belt in his area.
In his area. Then he'll do an experiment and say, here's the study we've done. And all of us go, oh, according to that study, only black Mercedes don't stop at stop signs as often. And they go beyond. So if you're rich, you lose empathy. True in some cases, and Dr. Kellner and people like that come up with these ideas. But you have to be very careful about drawing large conclusions based on one study, one idea. So read a lot, read broadly and widely to get, it's exactly like, and it's exactly like being a fighter. Be a thinker, be a broad thinker.
And you just don't want to have one brush.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. When we all know, that's what I love about fucking
dude,
all that shit.
I did a podcast.
But I'm sorry to interrupt, but I love that you're reading about this stuff.
Oh yeah.
Because this is going to make, and then, by the way, everybody, just so you know, like this is another thing I love about you. Brennan was hanging out with me and my older friends, and Brennan about 5 years ago goes, I don't fucking know anything. These guys are talking about politics and philosophy.
Yeah.
And he was quiet. And guess what he did? He just started reading and watching documentaries and attacking the problem. And now he has his PhD.
In bro science.
In bro science.
In bro science.
Fucks.
Now I throw in just a curveball.
That's right.
No, Trump kills people.
No,
Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, can I give it up to Trump for a second? I've been the most vocal critic of him. I was like, he sucks. I didn't like him at all. Hey, you know what? And you have to admit at times when you've been a little bit wrong. This motherfucker is doing something right. Because if you think Korea is talking because they just decided to talk, you're out of your mind. And the media should give Donald Trump credit. I got problems with him as a person, but this guy's crazy and smart like a fox. Because you better give that guy credit. For the first time in 7 decades, the two Koreans are talking, and they're talking about denuclearization. You know why? Because Kim Jong-un is terrified of that large orange man who
doesn't back down.
He doesn't back down.
Because everyone else is like, oh, be careful around him. Play it cool, man. Don't push the button. Trump went, fuck you.
Yeah.
You push that button, you will see more fucking bombs that will ruin your country than you've ever seen before. He goes, matter of fact, I dare you to push that shit.
And how about this? When
and they know he's not lying.
No, and he sent Rex Tillerson, his Secretary of State, over there. He's over there, and he goes, he tweets, don't waste your time, Rex. And I was like, this guy's crazy. Trump's fucking nuts. If we had Obama in there, he'd be negotiating. I was a critic of him. I was the one who said he's out of his mind. And you know what? I was wrong, and he was right.
You know what? Rogan made
a
great point, and it was such a good point when he said, I went, God, why didn't I think of that? I'm sure people have thought about this before. Politics is exactly my forte. You all know this if you listen to this show. But he goes, how weird is it that Rogan goes, I'm not the biggest Donald Trump fan. I didn't vote for him. I think he said that because I've never been his biggest advocate. He goes, but I'm rooting for the guy because it doesn't matter.
Too.
He's the president right now. Too. So if he does good, the economy does good.
Yep.
What's good for him is good for us. So just because he's there and maybe you didn't vote for him, maybe you don't like him, but we need to root for him to do a good job because it affects the way we live. So no matter what
that's exactly right, Bryan.
To grab the pussy, all that stuff, all right, that sucks, man. And as a person, you might hate him.
Sure.
But as a president and as the choices that he makes, we need to quit hating on him and we need to support it because no matter what, when you hate him, dislike him, think he's racist, think he grabs girls by the pussy, hooks up with strippers, prostitutes.
But do you really want to spend all that time on Stormy Daniels and distract him from doing important work?
Yeah, exactly. What you don't want to do is wish ill on the leader of your nation.
Not only that, but why are we spending so much time? Do you really give a fuck that he had sex with Stormy Daniels? Does anybody? Is that important for the economy when he's trying to work on the economy?
Does that give people more jobs?
We're at full employment.
Does that give anyone more jobs?
No. It distracts.
Exactly. From real
because
issues.
he got his dick sucked. Fuck you. We're at full employment. African Americans apparently are employed higher. The employment rate for African Americans by a lot of stats. I'm sure I'll get heat for this. Is up. So the economy is doing way better than people predicted. The Koreas are talking to each other. He's appointed a number of constitutional judges that interpret the Constitution direct. A lot of regulations have been taken away. There's good and bad to that, but he's gotten a lot done. That you got to give the man that credit. He has gotten a lot
I'm not saying you have to, and I get why people call him a racist.
I've been the biggest critic.
Yeah, you have.
But I'm giving it up. I got to give it up to him.
I get why people hate him for racism or whatever, being a fascist or sexist. Well, I get all that. I'm just saying, and Rogan made such a great point. 100%. He's like, as the president, you got to get on board because he's the leader of the nation. And you might fucking hate him.
Can we not waste our time with this? First of all, has the Russian probe come up with anything after all that talk? Has it come up with shit?
No, even Hillary's camp said it kind of fucked up the whole thing because all the attention went to that instead of, really screwed things.
And Stormy Daniels and the FBI is going into his lawyer's office. Talk about an overreach. The fuck are you guys doing? Can we get to
Stormy
business?
Daniels' views on YouPorn like,
oh yeah.
Did I look at them? Maybe.
Well, I haven't, but I'm going to.
You got to check it out.
I'm going to. But
I don't give a fuck.
Dealing with. In 2006, he had sex with. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Like, can we stop with this?
Yes. Very strange.
Anyway, we just fucking solved that problem.
God,
don't be surprised.
For president.
I'm impressed with the guy.
Sharp Callan.
We can't run. They'd be snooping around. Yeah.
Stormy Daniels.
Wow.
We'd make her look like fucking Ivanka Trump.
Oh yeah.
Did you see? I'm sure it's one of your current events, the Michelle Wolf correspondence thing.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
No. What is Michelle Wolf correspondence?
She went bad.
You didn't see the Michelle Wolf thing?
No. What happened?
She went bad on
Sarah.
Lunch. She went bad on Sarah Huckabee.
Did you talking about that correspondence dinner thing?
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. I couldn't watch it.
No, I watched it.
Yeah. It was mean.
No, it was really good.
Oh, it was?
People were giving me shit for this. I even tweeted. I went,
was it funny? Let's see it.
I thought it was really funny.
She said something about the handmaidens.
She said she looks like the lead of the Handmaids. She went hard at her. Yeah. She's right there. This is the thing with this, though. Again, I'm not anti-Trump. I'm just a guy living in America, man, doing the best I can. Whatever he does, cool. There's nothing I can do about it. However, with Michelle Wolf, she's a beast of a comic, right? She has a show coming out on Netflix. She just had a huge special on HBO where she killed it. You got to know who you're bringing in. You got to know.
Yeah.
You got to know what's going on. When you bring her in, she even goes, "Hey, how's everyone doing? Should have done your research." And then just goes, "Get." And this is what I appreciate: the roasting and all the political stuff. Whatever. The balls it takes for her to get up there at that dinner and destroy that. What everyone's walking on eggshells. Like, hope she doesn't bring it up. And does she bring it up? She brings it up and fucking plows through it, and you're just like, I'm sitting like, and it's funny. I thought it was funny shit, man. Whether you believe it or not, it was
comedy.
funny shit.
Comedy.
It was comedy. I thought it was really, really.
It's a roast.
I thought it was smart. It was a roast. It was well done. It was stuff that you knew she was going to attack, but she did it creatively.
I didn't see it.
I respect her. I will say this: I respect her for it. Do I agree with everything? No, but it was fucking.
You don't have to.
It was good.
It's comedy. I'll watch it.
She went hard in the paint. Now, however, this is the.
You watch part of it?
Yeah.
I'll say this before you hear this, Chin. When you go after Trump, like some of these comics have done before, and if you look at the track records, they'll fuck your career up.
Really?
They'll put you down.
America will.
Oh, they'll turn. The Trump supporters will.
They'll turn on you.
Oh, ask Amy Schumer.
Well, Sarah's a mother. She's a mother and a wife, and sometimes we get really Amy Schumer
ticket sales.
Really? Yikes.
Anyway, I mean, if you go after Trump that hard, listen, you can be funny about it.
You got to be fair about it,
but
right?
when you're nasty,
yeah.
and the Trump supporters go, attention over here, and Trump goes, get them.
Americans are
game
formal.
over.
Americans don't
it's your president.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah.
So you got
because you know why? It borders on unpatriotic sometimes to some Americans. They're like, I don't know, man. You're fucking being. You don't have all the facts, and you're also attacking them. You know. Let me.
I watched all of it. I thought it was smart. I thought it was well done. The ball. I look at it and I go, God, the balls this woman has to do this.
Yeah.
The courage it takes to get up there in that room and do that.
Yeah.
Hit it, Chin.
See the highs and lows.
Let's go to the highs. Yeah.
Of course, they're saying
the Trump campaign was in contact with Russia when the Hillary campaign wasn't even in contact with Michigan. Democrats are harder to make fun of because you guys don't do anything. People think you might flip the House and Senate this November, but you guys always find a way to mess it up. You're somehow going to lose by 12 points to a guy named Jeff Pedophile Nazi Doctor.
I'm telling you, man, she killed. It's funny stuff. People, you know what? When people get upset,
pedophile Nazi doctor,
they get their feelings hurt because they're so close to situations. So again, it's teams. So people want to attack her. They want to attack her.
Two different
Where
tribes.
if you look at it, she has nothing to do with politics. She's there to roast people. Yeah. So what she did was creative and fun. She's not anti. She's not trying to fuck everything up.
Right.
She's there to make people. I thought it was good.
She's a real comic too.
Oh, Michelle Wolf is a monster.
Yeah, I'm a little new.
Watch her new special on HBO.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I bet.
Super creative.
I will.
I saw the part where she did the Sarah Sanders thing, and
the Sarah Sanders thing. I went. It's a little harsh, but also.
Looks. She's just talking about her looks.
Well, she was saying
this is the thing.
She's got a smoky eye, which actually is a compliment. Oh. So maybe it's natural. Maybe, in other words, you did a good job with your makeup.
But you know why I like this? Because those White House elites, no one talks to them like this. And then you bring in a A-list comic who's known for this.
Yeah.
Know who you're dealing with.
And they're also so out of touch with America.
They don't know what's going on. So they all go.
It's called being inside the beltway.
Also, listen to that crowd. She destroyed that crowd. But then the media goes, she bombed. It was off. No. You see that crowd. Though you can tell people who are under the fucking teat of the government. There's people like dying. And then there's the people in the back who don't have anything to do with it are fucking howling. Man.
I love that.
It was just again.
Anytime you do stand up for a crowd like that, they're already very conservative and tight.
Explain that, B.
Yeah.
How hard is that?
Yes, I've done stand up for suits, people who are
for corporate gigs.
Yeah, there is especially inside the Beltway. Washington is a very conservative place. Both Democrats and Republicans are very conservative. It's where innovation goes to die. They are not a loose knit group of people. They are careful, and it's all politics. So you're careful about what you laugh at. You're careful of what you say. You have to read the right things and. It's called being inside the Beltway. And inside the Beltway they are not in touch. Democratic and Republican, especially Democratic strategists and Hollywood and inside the Beltway, they're not in touch with most of America. No. They don't. They just don't.
But I'll say this. If I was Michelle Wolf's agent, I would have told her to do exactly this.
I
would. No, because she wasn't anti-Trump. She's not anti-government. She roasted everybody in the crowd.
She sure did.
But also,
I can see it.
Chin, have you heard of Michelle Wolf before this?
Nope.
Me neither, buddy.
You weren't aware of her either, right?
I sure wasn't.
You definitely do now, right?
I'm going to watch her special.
And you want to watch her special. You know why? Because it's brilliant.
There you go.
It's brilliant. And she actually...
her agents are jumping up and down.
Yes. My sister-in-law, at her business... throw their company party in Santa Barbara every year, and they brought her in to talk.
Yeah.
And every year they've had people just bomb. I told them to bring you. They've had people just bomb. They're like, we don't know what to do. They've had Aziz there, and it just didn't go well. Whatever. They brought Michelle Wolf in, and she brought the house down. You know how?
How?
Doing this exact same thing.
Yeah.
She literally went to the boss and just started roasting him, then his friends, and then was going, you definitely have mistresses dressed like that, and just started fucking going hard at everyone. And do you think they took it personal?
No. By the way, you and I know that now, if you want to hire Michelle Wolf, and people do for your corporate gig, you can start at $200,000. You can start, because that's what it's going to cost you, and she's going to get it.
Oh, 100%.
She's going to get it. She's got right now. Her agent is calling her.
He's
going,
booked.
I don't.
You're booked to 2021.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with all.
I don't know. You're booked 2021. Oh, no, Netflix. I know we had that HBO deal. Now Netflix wants off your
colleges. Everybody wants Michelle Wolf.
Everyone, because again, she didn't go.
Balls.
She didn't go. Like that's what's inspiring to me. For her to write this stuff. Get up in that room.
I get nervous thinking about it.
Me too. When Jay goes, have you seen this? And I'm like, oh my God. And I watch it and I was fucking howling in my house laughing. Because I look at that and I go, oh my God, the courage it took and the creativity and to actually hit it out the park is insane. You know how like when Oprah, I think it was the Golden Globes, is going to make the speech on the Me Too movement, and there's so much pressure on her. And I thought, good luck, Oprah. And I even looked at, I was doing the pre-show and post-show for that. I looked at everyone and I went, listen, you guys have too much expectations. There's no way she can live up to the expectations. And she gets up there and fucking grand slams it out of the park. And you go, everyone had goosebumps, standing ovation. You're like, oh my God. To me, that's like, if someone went, oh, she's doing the correspondence dinner, you're like, oh, good luck with that. That's what started the whole Trump thing, right? He got roasted at the correspondence dinner, right? Remember, he got roasted. You'll never be president. And he goes, okay, check, and then runs for president.
Yep.
So she does it and just fucking, and again, it's different because she didn't go the Amy Schumer, the anti, Donald Trump thing. There's a big difference here. She shouldn't get hate from the Trump supporters. They brought her in, remember. They hired her for this. Mm-hmm. So people are conflicting that with anti-Trump. No. She's doing a job and got an A+.
She's a real comic.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're going to be a real comic, and she's gonna batter you around a little bit.
It's so funny because she goes, she starts and she takes a little jab and she goes, should have done your research. You don't know who you brought in here. I was like, oh my God.
That's awesome. I can't wait to watch it. It's
long.
It's fantastic.
I loved it, man. I watched every minute of it. Guts.
I want to do, actually, courage is an interesting thing. I wanted to play you guys something. You know my boy Frank Martin, who has glioblastoma. He has a brain tumor.
Brain, yeah.
Yeah. Now he's got the worst brain tumor, the worst one.
Is there any good ones?
Well, no, but this one's the monster of all brain tumors.
Stage 5
and he had
or whatever?
he had a second craniotomy. But the guy has never lost his sense of humor, ever. And I just quickly want to take a little of your time to play you a message he left me that fucking cracked me up. Now,
how long did they give him to live?
Well, when you get a glioblastoma, you're given between 11 months and 15 months. And these are his spirits right now. This is what a man does. Please listen. Hold, please.
Go ahead and hit play for us, though.
Yeah, I'm hitting play. Sometimes it takes a little while.
It's a long one. I know. I don't know why the voice messages do that.
It loads up. But yeah,
I need a new phone.
He's fucking up against it, facing it, and never loses his sense of humor. Like, just talks to me and we laugh, and it'd be really good if this did play.
Bubba, what the fuck? Will you fucking come see your boy? This is getting, dude, I will fucking bring you up on charges, don't think I won't, of abandonment to your Bubba. And don't think we don't have a real army, and I don't care about your MMA guys or Frank Grillo especially. I don't care about him. And I got some guys too, you know that. So we're a little sick and tired of you coming and doing a comedy night for me, helping me out, making me love you even more than I do, drawing me into your web of love when you only half give it because you're saving it for all these fans of yours. But, Bubba, I want to tell you, I watched there was a commercial on the other night for your next show, and I've been bragging about you and saying how you stuck it out and how people think these people just get it overnight and how the fucking clubs you played. And, Bubba, you are doing it, Bubba, and I'm glad, and keep rising and keep going, and don't worry about little folks like me who are in the hospital for weeks at a time, barely able to walk. You stay focused on your career. Don't worry about people like me that are in the hospital dying. Don't worry about us. Just every now and then, just pop in, call us, act like you love us, but don't worry about us. You just stay focused on your career. Now, seriously, Bubba, I'm so proud of you, and when you get a chance, call me, because I miss you, and I'm proud as shit of you. You got your own show, Bubba. That's sick. You stayed with it, and you made it, and that's it. It's it. It's my call for the day. What the fuck you got? Shagalaka-loo!
Shagalaka-loo. That's my boy. That's my fucking boy who's never
sure go
lost
see
it.
him.
I'm too busy. But here's the thing. No, I will. Of course I will. I'm going to see him I'll be in New York 14, 15, 16, 17.
So you see him
We're doing
there.
ourselves a podcast from New York. That's what I believe.
Yeah, maybe.
We're going to try. And then I'll be back there 24th. It'll be fun. But anyway.
So you'll be able to figure it out.
I'll be able to see
Dude, how about the Guest of the Year belts? How legit are those?
Those are pretty badass.
Hey, C.O. Vaughn, come pick up your Guest of the Year belt.
Wow,
Michael
dude.
Rappaport's not going to be happy.
Dude. This is all I've ever wanted, too.
Look at the logos, from the Day One logo to the Find the Kid logo.
This is amazing.
Aren't
Who
those
made
cool?
these?
What company made these, Jen?
Kenny?
Undisputed belts.
83 and 67. Hey, can we get a couple sweatshirts or T-shirts with
You
that?
want to do a run of the
I really
another
would
run
like
of the
to.
Abbott Kinney shirts?
I'd like to do a run of the Abbott Kinney.
Of that one or the
83,
original one?
This one. I
Okay.
love this one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd love to do that.
The One Love shirt sold out.
Oh, I love those One Love shirts.
They're sweet.
Everybody's been hitting me up with One Love. Like when I take pictures, they're all like One Love challenge. They're either like, hey, let me take a picture with the gay owl or One Love. But
I would have called your special One Love, but whatever.
Oh, I know. That right there is great.
Isn't that belt sweet?
Yeah.
One's Theo Vaughn.
Toying with the idea of, thanks to Stevie Blue Eyes, gave me the name Batteries Included for the special.
I feel like someone special, not that it matters.
you
I
see
feel like
that?
someone
It's-
special is called Batteries Included.
Really?
It's a movie from the early
Batteries
90s.
not included.
Batteries
It's a
not
movie,
included.
yeah.
Batteries Included.
Well, wouldn't batteries not included?
Let me see. It's not included. There's no batteries included. Good.
Nope.
Nice. Okay. Kind of like that. When
Yeah,
Stevie
I'm not
said
mad
it, I
at
was
it.
like, that's good.
Yeah, I think you're safe.
Batteries included.
Batteries not included, so on there, right?
All right. And people have been giving me great ideas. Thank you for everybody for hitting me up with your ideas for my special. Batteries Included is it's a movie.
From 1988.
Yeah.
There's no pictures on it.
Yeah, but there's no comedy special, so that's perfect.
The fuck? That
I'm
was
not
a
mad at
movie,
it.
dude. You stole it. From 88. Yeah. All right. We'll get things going.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Talia Hall. I'm sorry. Tickets just went on sale, actually, for Talia Hall. Brennan Schaub from The Fighter and Kid will be opening for me.
Oh, good thing you said From the Fire and the Kid.
Yeah. And that other show. And cheated on me. And the other show, Ungrateful. And is it called Ungrateful? Is it called Stab You in the Back? Is that what the show's called? I don't know. What
you
it's
have
called.
your own show.
It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck about me. But from Fighter and Kid and the other show, Ungrateful, and I Don't Give a Fuck About You, and Now That I'm Out of the Nest, Who Are You? It's a good show.
That's a good show.
We'll be at Talia Hall. Tickets are on sale. I'll have a link for you, you fucks.
That's July when?
July 20th.
I better
Chicago.
mark my calendar.
Oh, it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have a whole thing.
Be fun.
Yeah, let's make it a weekend, man.
Yeah, I'm just doing a quick. They're shooting it, right? So I'm just doing my quick hour.
You do a
and
quick
come
hour.
out.
You just don't get off. Brendan, get off.
I have my team there shooting. It's my
Damn it.
special too.
Damn it.
That would be fun to do. No, has anyone ever done that? A double feature special?
Yeah, well, my first special I ever shot, Man Class, they had like all of us lined up. It was like,
that's weak. No, I'm talking about a special event, you and me down the road.
That'd be fun. Got to do that. We should be doing on the road together.
It would just be called Firing the Kid.
Yeah. We had a good time. Stevie and I had a great time in Denver, but it would have been nice if you had come out.
I know, man. I should have came out because baby mom was gone. Baby was at his grandma's. So I don't get a lot of time.
I knew that you.
I get weird. I get weird by myself.
I knew you were by yourself because I was like, you were unusually active on my texting, and I was like, you're like, hey man, what's going on over there? How's Denver? Is the sun shining? There's a coffee shop. I'm just walking. I was like, hey man, this guy's reaching out a lot. This is not like him. And then I remembered. I'm like, oh, his whole family's out of town. That's right.
Just chilling. It's weird, because I don't get a lot of free time like that. So you don't really. Because when I'm on the road, Jay's with me, or I'm busy, or you have shows to get ready for. I don't really have a lot of downtime like that's all. I woke up and like, I still wake up early as shit.
I tried to recruit you to my early dinner because my wife was like, "We'll have an early dinner." I go, "All right." She goes, "5:30." I was like, "What?" She goes, "I sleep now." She read that book, Why We Sleep, which is that guy Mark Walker was on Matt Rogan. Walker or whatever on Rogan's. So. Last night I'm like doing my shit. It's like 10:30. I don't know. I'm like fucking in the bathroom, and I just hear Bryan. I watch it. Shh, be quiet. I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, I'm not doing. You're moving around. I'm like, well, hey, with this fucking 10:30 sleeping now. She's like, she meditates. She's got to hear her sound machine. I'm like, fuck this.
Obviously, sleep's important.
Fuck this, man. You should be clawing for my God.
Correct, especially when you come home. Open mouth, eyes wide open, mascara.
You should be asking me to gift you my cock.
The baby bird. When you text me, I was watching American Idol. The transgender man woman got voted off.
Oh, damn.
American Idol racist, man. When they did the voting,
you called it though, didn't you?
America's like, unfortunately, that stuff still exists.
Yeah.
When I watched American Idol, the judges can't save them anymore, so only 7 out of the 10 went on, or out of 11. They do top 11, top 7, so 4 went home. You best believe all the white kids made it.
Oh, jeez.
They did?
Mm.
The whites? Is that because whites sing better than?
Definitely don't. The one black kid who didn't make it was by far the best performance of the night.
No way.
Not even close.
But but it's mostly a white populace. Do you think that played a factor?
It's the only factor. Matter of fact, I don't think they should leave it up to fan voting. I think the experts should decide who gets a music contract, not the people. But
that's part of the gig, isn't it?
That's part of the gig, but let them vote, and then it should be 50-50. And then the judges.
But the fans are the ones that are going to ultimately buy.
Are they, Brian? Because name out of all the American Idol winners, name who's killing it. Besides very few.
Kelly Clarkson.
Carrie Underwood. Kelly Clarkson. Who else? Name the other ones that all these millions of people voted for.
I don't know.
Weird. Why doesn't that translate into ticket sales, concert sales, album sales, iTunes sales? Why is that? Because they're not voting the best people through.
They're voting the most popular.
Yes, they're voting people. Oh, he has a fun story. I'm like them. And then the show's over, and then they have to come out with real music that they're not singing covers of. Damn. And people go, he's not very good. And the experts go, no shit, but you guys asked for it. And then you're Ruben Studdard, you're 600 pounds, open up a barbecue restaurant.
Damn.
Or you're Clay Aiken running for governor with a gut.
Oh, boy. He has a gut?
He used to have a show on, I forget what it is. Yeah.
Let me bring that up.
Bring up Clay Aiken.
Because
Rick Clay Aiken's voice of an angel.
When you're a runner-up, or you're the third place, I was doing karaoke in Florida, and one of the guys was there, and I was like, well.
He looks like he has prosthetics, like a prosthetic face.
He looks like he had some cheek fillers.
Yeah.
He looks like Kylie Jenner.
A lot of people get fillers, by the way.
Fillers are very common
very
these days.
Disappointed in. He's not been missing any meals.
No, he'll suck your dick raw.
Yeah, he's very gay.
Whatever that means, Brian.
That's what I heard. Well, usually sucking your dick raw would be.
Well, you never know. It might do something strange for a little bit of change.
Suck the chrome off a trailer hitch.
Suck the leather off a fight glove.
He has a. How old is he now?
I don't know. He ran for governor, and I don't think it worked out.
Does he hang like a bat?
Is he a vampire?
Yeah.
Now, is he starring in the newest Twilight, or is he always just clear like that?
39. I didn't know he's that old.
39. That makes sense.
No, he got super fat.
Well, he holds.
Nothing's wrong with that. Maybe he's happy with it.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's in his gut though, Brian.
Okay. I do think that when people, what I notice is as men get older, people get older, if they're not careful of how they eat, if they eat a lot of carbs and like what
Sodium,
happens is
sugar,
they get bloated. Their face gets they
just
go wide.
Even with me, I'll work out like crazy. Like yesterday was my cheat meal day, so I burned 1,100 calories on the Peloton, and then my dinner was ice cream.
Yeah,
I like to do that on Sundays.
They go east to west,
but your face will blow up from all the sugar.
Yep,
sugar
and sodium.
He's a man who doesn't grow a lot of hair on his face. That's a tough one for some people because you know.
It's a tough look.
You got
for
an
him.
older face, but then you got still baby skin. So you look like
But again,
you look like an older baby.
America votes for these people, and they wonder where they're at. It's like, well, you didn't vote the best ones through because for a reason, they remind you of themselves or they remind you of something. And
did he win or take second place?
He got second to Ruben Studdard. Ruben and him were.
Who's Ruben Studdard?
Exactly, Brian. That's the fucking problem with the show. You know what else is the problem with the show? All three of the guests or all three of the judges are so goddamn nice. There's no real criticism. There's zero criticism. You're the best. It's all going to work out. You're going to be a star. Hate to tell you, no, you're not. Yeah. Most of you aren't.
Well, what about The Voice? Do those guys go on to do great things?
I don't know if. I think one person.
That one guy we listened to, that Colin, whatever, Javier. Remember that guy we listened to?
He's good.
He's great, right? Sold 7 albums.
Yeah. Tough one. Well.
Backstreet back. All right.
Guess my kids are not going to take singing lessons.
Or at least not end up on there.
Yeah.
Look at all the winners. No one's doing shit.
Sawyer Frederick.
Oh, did you buy that new CD from Danielle Bradbury? Oh, no, you didn't,
Did Sawyer Fredericks make it? He's got a cool hat.
Oh, did you hear the new single, that hot single from Jordan Smith? Nope.
How about Cassidy
It's
Pope?
all honey dicking, people.
Cassidy Pope.
Cassidy sounds like familiar.
Never heard of her.
And they all have pipes. They can all
They all can sing. But you got to have the whole complete kind of package, don't you?
Well, don't you have to be writing your own music? Don't you have to be the guy who writes?
Well, like Rihanna gets songs written for and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you got to, but
true.
she's also
Rihanna.
She's also drip.
She's also astonishing, and so is Sandra Day. Like when you listen to her sing "The Light That Never Fades."
Sandra Day.
God, put on "The Light That Never Fails."
Bro.
Like she sang
Let me just
"Rise
see
Up."
Sandra Day.
Andra Day.
A boy?
No, a girl. She was the one who sang
Sandra or Andra, bro?
Andra Day. She's the one. She's a killer. Like you don't get it.
Oh no, she's amazing.
Oh my god.
No, she can sing.
Oh my god.
She might be the best singer in the world.
Perhaps
for
the best singer
Adele
of all time. Yeah. She's right there. Mom used to drive her.
There's something sexy about her too.
You god dang right.
Let me take a go.
Look at
she
her.
is
That's
gorgeous.
My girl right there. I love her. I'll make out with her.
Let's go. Me and her go get a meal together.
Take it easy, bro.
Take it
easy, bro.
What do you mean, bro?
Just do it. Just
do
take
that 2-for-1
easy.
at Chili's.
Yeah, she can.
She can sing.
It's crazy.
She's so talented.
Light that never fades.
No.
All right.
You got some current events, Jen?
Yeah. First one is that. Well, this is Dana White's Instagram, but this guy James Shaw, the Waffle House hero, who disarmed that gunman. Do you guys know what I'm talking about right now or no?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know this
because
guy
we
actually.
pay attention, Chin. We sure as fuck know what happened at Waffle House.
That guy did it?
So no. So this guy's the hero. So he disarmed that gunman and then threw the gun over the counter and the guy took off, whatever. So this guy, people actually what?
Brian goes, that guy did it? You don't know.
No. I didn't say
he
did
definitely
it.
did.
I said he disarmed him.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know
him and his buddy actually were helping victims out.
Keep going, Chin.
So he started a GoFundMe account to raise money for the shooting victims, and then he's donating all that stuff to obviously their funeral expenses and everything else. And he only wanted to raise like $15,000 in the beginning, but it turned up to like more than $165,000.
Let him keep some of it.
He's giving it all away to the families.
God bless you, dude. What a great person.
Yeah, great guy.
One
And
love.
he's honest too. He said like, I did that because I tried to save my own life, right?
Yeah.
But thank God it saved other people's lives
humble
too.
man.
But that's
He's a
why I
great
did
dude.
it.
I'm not mad at his style either.
I'm not either.
Jesus.
I like that guy.
Hey, Dana. Now, Dana tweeted that out? Dana post that? Dana, you got $400 million. Give the guy a million.
Give him a million. Give him some money.
$1
Dana,
million.
give him money right now.
Dana,
I love that guy.
I don't ask for much, man.
Yeah.
Give him $1 million.
I love that guy. Buy his house. That's all. Buy him a house. That's all I ask.
That would be
in Florida. It's not that
amazing.
much. Buy him a $200,000 house, please.
We'll buy him a $500,000 house and then give him $1 million in the bank.
That's all.
That's nothing.
Dana.
If I had $400 million, I swear to God, I'd do that for that.
I would too. I really would. I want to be that rich, and I would just be like, James.
Now I'm gonna have to use it as. Now listen, James. When I'm in Florida, I'm gonna have to use it as a fuck pad. So you're gonna have to get rid of your kids. That's the only caveat.
Now this is gonna sting a little bit. I know it's Christmas. Now listen.
I know it's Christmas, but
I know
you know the rules.
tree.
You know the rules, bro.
I'm horny.
Now you're gonna have to get your family out because I have a couple of whores.
You gotta get your family out because I gotta get this dick out.
You gotta get your family out because I'm dropping some gifts.
I'm gonna get this dick out.
On Christmas Day to some Miami Brazilians.
Gonna need you to get to all that closed circuit TV boarded up as well. I can't have any.
No, you can stay, but you have to get the wife and kids out because it's about to get nasty.
About to get nasty.
About to get nasty.
I'll get a hazmat team.
And also, I need you to get down all the family pics because that's a bump. That's
be looking at
the family kids. The family pics. That's a boner kill. So go ahead and take those down because I'm about to
Happened
bust.
to me. I've been gifting my wife with my essence, and I'll hear it upstairs, and I'm like, that's my daughter, and I don't have a lock on my office, and I'm like, well, I just lost my.
Is this in the middle of the day?
Face in my
Is this the
head.
middle of the day?
No.
Oh, at night, the kid gets scared of something.
I'm married. There's no such thing as that. It's, and I'm like, oh, and then I can't.
No, game over. Kids involved.
Can't do it. It's a lot of information, and I'm bored with it. All right, keep moving.
Shout out to James Shaw.
Dana
Jr.
White. Stud.
Dana White, give him $1 million, buy him a house,
It's awesome.
Fair enough.
and use it as a fuck pad.
As you already know, Bill Cosby is guilty on all 3 counts.
Do you see him talking shit to
assault.
everyone?
Didn't he just kind of
I heard
stare at people?
No, we start talking shit.
Shit.
It's pretty funny. Oh, because they go, we don't want to post bail because he has a private airplane.
Oh, you mean inside the courthouse?
Yeah, he goes, I don't have a plane, you asshole. He just started, he's obviously going away for a very long time.
Yeah.
He's obviously going to die in the next year. Because what happens is when you look like a burnt turtle out of its shell and you've had a rough go and you get to prison, you die.
It's not easy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What a fall from grace. Oh, my God. Your whole life, granted PhDs and honorary PhDs. You're the
Bill
toast.
he was the father of the nation for a while, right?
Yeah.
He's everyone's dad. What are you laughing at, Chin?
Burnt turtle.
That's
I don't know.
the
It's
funniest I've ever
freaking
heard.
funny.
He's got 2 lovely daughters. His son was killed.
Oh man.
One of the great. I'm not advocating for what the man did. What I'm saying, as a comedian, he's one of the greatest of all time.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Oh, that's not even a question.
Yes.
That is not even a question.
And also, he made Jell-O cool.
Universities
This is
revoke
revoked.
Cosby's
Honorary
degrees.
degrees.
After verdict.
Oh, everything. Oh no, everything you work for just goes.
Yeah.
You can't rape hundreds of girls and just be cool.
No, you can't. You can't. Athlete. I mean, just achieve shit on the highest level.
But he never really got his. As far as this isn't sufficient discipline, because how old is he?
80.
I think he's 84.
Okay,
I'll
so
double
you
check.
basically
I
lived
think
your.
he's 80.
80?
So
You're
hold
probably
on.
right.
He's 80, right? He basically lived his entire life: money, fame, mansion,
Yep.
raped
80.
hundreds of women, slept with hundreds of women. He's done his rounds. He's done his go.
Yeah.
And then at 80, get caught.
I know, but I
His
just
legacy
wonder
is
if your
fucked. I
whole
think
life
when
goes
you-
up in
when
smoke.
you're him, it's all about your legacy, right? And that's gone.
I mean, but also how your family looks at you, your children. I mean, it's just like God.
But we don't look at. I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying Richard Pryor had, he used to beat his wife.
well,
and-
Richard Pryor though was more
And had gay sex.
personally destructive. Like Richard Pryor was,
but he's a
was
woman beater.
individual.
That's well documented.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So, but it's back in the day. But the time has passed where now you don't even think of it when you think of Richard Pryor.
This is different, isn't it?
It's different, huh?
This is.
You know what I'm
this
saying
is
though?
Systematic, and over 30 years of drugging women and.
Oh,
having
it's
sex
some
with them.
dark shit.
I mean,
I got to be honest. The Bill Cosby movie is going to be a heater. Crazy movie. Don't give me on Lifetime. Give me
I
that
don't even want to
bullshit.
see the movie.
I know. I need some real effort put in this movie.
Yeah.
The script's already out. I guarantee it.
You think so?
100%. They made a Charles Manson movie.
Yeah. Wow.
They made a Joe Paterno movie.
He's going to jail.
Sandusky raping little kids.
Yep.
Well, they're gonna appeal it, but
It don't matter.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. He's just delaying the inevitable. He's going to die.
Yeah,
I would be
in
surprised if we found him just mysteriously dead at the house. He's probably going to take the Michael Jackson.
I would do that.
84, go to prison? Or whatever it is?
He'll go to prison.
No, I would say, listen, I would call my doctor, like, that I'm going to drag this out as long as I can. The day I'm supposed to go, have someone come in here, leave me the needle, I'm going to put it in my knee, I'm going to go out. Here's the will, let's figure this all out. I'm not dying in those prison cells. Yes,
he could go to jail, though, and, knowing him, he'd probably be, like, hold classes and shit.
Yeah, I could totally imagine him being like the father figure.
He'll be the OG.
They said O.J. Simpson was. They said O.J. Simpson was a model prisoner, held classes, got religious.
I have no doubt.
The mistake teaching cooking classes and shit. The funny,
crazy thing is that some people have a very bad side of their personality, but they're not all bad. Like,
he has a sickness, but it's not with dudes.
Yeah,
he has a sickness. And now, if there's women around. Hell no, you don't want Bill at 84 though. But still, you don't want him around. Around dudes though, the dudes are like, well,
yeah.
But when it comes to rape, guys really don't fucks with that.
There was a
guys get fucked up in prison when they have rape.
Yeah,
but he's such a huge celebrity. I think people in jail, they'll probably be like, oh my crap, that's Bill Cosby, and they want to be his friend.
Oh my crap.
I was gonna say, oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my crap.
No, I think you're right. I think at 80 he would get a pass.
If you guys are in prison, I don't like him, but if I was in prison and he wanted to befriend me, I got to be honest, I'd probably be like, oh crap, it's Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
I don't like what you did, but it's Bill Cosby.
Yeah. And also, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
It's going to be very interesting to see.
That'd be tough.
Old Bill Cosby.
Remember the Mendez brothers when they murdered their parents? They were in the cell next to O.J. Simpson, and they said they would just talk to O.J.
Really?
And he's like, cool. Huh. He's going through his trial. He's with the Mendez brothers.
Hilarious.
What else you got, Jen?
Kanye's next album.
It's called Trump.
No. He's actually considering putting on the face of the doctor that accidentally killed his mom, the plastic surgeon. Yeah. Because he wants to forgive. He wants to just love now. He doesn't
Did you hear what happened to his mother?
Anymore.
Yeah.
So so his mother wanted all this plastic surgery. She wanted it done at the same time, just knock it on one shot. And they went to a few doctors and went, too dangerous.
Yeah.
Chance for making it through it, so not good. Then they found this doctor. Well, I can do it. And she died.
Well, he was ambitious and tried.
Well,
right?
Yeah, but as a medical professional, you can't really risk that.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the top doctors all said no.
Did he lose his license? No.
He's in jail, I think, right?
Yeah, he's not doing good.
Really?
Yeah, John Adams, surgeon. Let me check it now.
Oh, God.
Some dark shit, though, huh?
Yeah. What was this surgery?
She was getting I
think a bunch of face stuff and
other stuff.
Yeah. 5 things about plastic surgeon on Kanye's mom for the death. Let's see.
Jan Adams.
Scroll down. Does it just go 1, 2? He attended Harvard University and Ohio State before he studied plastic reconstructive surgery. Yep. He gained national exposure after appearing on several popular talk shows. All right. After the death of Donda, Kanye's mom, he spoke out to defend himself from the accusations that her demise was due to his wrongdoing. 2015 interview, he called out Kanye and blamed Kanye's cousin, Stephen Scoggins, who was taking care of Donda after her final surgery for her death. Wow.
Hold on, go back.
2001, 2 malpractice lawsuits against him ended in payouts, and before and after the infamous surgery, he had multiple DUI offenses. Okay, we had some issues.
So arrested for DUI, driving without a license, 2008. Sentenced to 1 year in jail in 2009. And then surrendered his license in 2009.
They think she died on a table. They don't even know this lady was home for a day.
Oh.
Truth hasn't been revealed. She aspirated the food contents into her lungs, and that's that.
So she choked.
Okay, so she choked.
He said that's how Jimi Hendrix died. It ain't magical. The coroner who performed the autopsy on Donda, terrible name, concluded that he couldn't determine what exactly caused her death, but confirmed that the vomiting and medications for the pain were contributing factors.
Well, there you go. She might have
That's his
choked.
side of the story, though, you know?
Well, the coroner couldn't determine, right? So maybe she choked.
Yeah, maybe. But I'd probably pass on him doing any surgeries, though.
Well, also you want to be fair. You know, I don't know. I want to see the evidence.
I'm sure there's a bunch that went into it, but so he has 4. But this might be common with their in their field where you get sued because he has
all the time.
He has 2 or 3
major malpractice.
Yeah, malpractice.
Major, especially.
And they got DUI. That's whatever. People like to party. What else you got?
You guys kind of already talked about the Korean thing, but it is a pretty huge deal.
Huge. 7 decades.
The biggest deal in my people's lives for
Hell
sure.
yes.
Like especially this
Especially
scene.
because China doesn't want a unified.
What's your
peninsula.
family say about it, Chin?
They're in the beginning they were so skeptical. Like they
Your
want to
mom and dad
believe.
were?
Yeah, they're so skeptical. But after watching this stuff, they're kind of changing their minds a little bit because he's admitting a lot of things like
His wrongdoings.
like they're nowhere near America or South Korea or any other country. Like they're struggling. He's admitting this, so that just tells you like normally they would
He also
never want to
traveled
say
to
that.
South Korea, which is
He says that-
unprecedented.
he said his freaking airplane is not good enough to fly far. So when he meets Trump, he wants to meet in a certain area that could.
They just don't have modern technology.
no.
And
He has to take a
internet shit.
train to do like when he was in China. I think
It's
Some
fucking
crazy
incredible.
shit.
This is historic on a level.
Holding his hand
that we may see the
across North Korea?
denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and you got to thank Trump for
Trump.
it. You got to thank him for it.
Seriously, it is
So your
Trump,
parents
man.
happy
It
about it?
is
So you're a
Trump.
Trump fan now, Chin? Do you think more Korean Americans be Trump fans?
I'll guarantee it.
I'm pretty sure
Right?
they can't ignore this.
You can't
this is
ignore
too-
this.
Because
this is too
the way
huge.
North Korea treated
Yeah.
South Koreans,
It was
is
literally
terrible.
overnight, almost like
if
overnight.
this happens,
happened.
he's going to get reelected, and I might even go so far as to say he should.
And you'll vote for him.
I will say this. I have
Take it
been.
easy,
I
Fox
am.
News. Take it easy,
I have
Fox News.
grudging.
Take it easy, Fox.
I have grudging
Take it easy, Foxy.
admiration for what he's been able to accomplish. That's what I'll say.
It is impressive.
I still stand by it. I don't like him as. I think he's a narcissist.
Chin, if
Let's
it
see what
does come
happens,
true,
though.
will you walk in here
Fuck,
with
he's-
"Make America Great
I
Again"
would,
hat?
no, and I wouldn't even go to North Korea. I'd be too afraid.
He might
But
be way smarter than I thought.
Yeah,
he
I'm
was.
not going to North Korea.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it some time. I'm going to lay low on North Korea.
for a while at least. But
You pick a fight with this guy and geopolitics. When it comes to geopolitics, being a nice guy's bullshit. What we know from history is that
doesn't
countries respect strength.
Yeah.
Russia and everybody else. You can be as nice as you want, buddies. Go on hunting trips, do whatever you want with Putin.
Doesn't work.
What people in power understand is power.
And someone who's willing to use it and
Carry
flex.
a big stick.
God, I'd love to see.
they are
Trump's
afraid
stick.
that he might be doing this to do something bad later to just gain everyone's trust. But at the same time, my
Have
parents,
skeptical hip eyes.
Remember
What?
the expression?
What is he like? It's all good.
Yep.
yeah, and
Walk
then something
softly and
crazy
carry a big
happens.
stick. Isn't that Teddy Roosevelt? Is that right? Walk softly and carry a big stick. Look that up. But Trump walks loudly and carries a fucking big stick.
Oh, speaking of big sticks, who's that Rico, the guy the porno started obsessed with?
Rocco Siffredi?
Yeah, little thing that the fans kept sending me. You know, he does gay porn. So, you know, he's a gay man.
It's not true.
So when you say he's your
you tell the
favorite,
fans
no, it makes sense because
not true.
No, I went and saw it. I had to look on it. They sent me links.
don't
so I'm
believe
going to say this. Of course he's your favorite because you're a 51-year-old gay male.
Okay, listen.
So this makes
I've
sense.
never seen
so when
that.
you go, he's my favorite.
I
Watch
have
his
never
doc,
seen that.
It comes out he does gay porn.
You're liars. How dare the fans
Type
do
it
that?
in, Chin.
Whoever
Type it
said
in.
that are a bunch of stupids. Type
Rocco
it in.
gay porn.
You're a
Siffredi gay porn.
51-year-old
No
gay
way.
male. It's not a
No
big
way.
deal. Bro, you,
It's
Clay
not
Aiken,
possible.
not big deal.
You'll not find this.
I promise you found
No,
it.
first of all, hold on.
I'm afraid to type this in, too.
Siffredi. No, go back. Please go back. It's
back?
spelled Siffreddi.
Oh,
God damn, Chin.
I thought
put
it was
C.
C.
Freddy.
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 Is that it?
No I, and I. No E.
It's going to correct it, though.
No E.
Yeah.
No E. Gay porn.
Hold on, let
Now
me do
type in,
that.
no, you got to type in gay.
I got it. This is gonna suck though.
There it is. Gay
I'm not
porn.
gonna click on it,
Click
though.
on Pornhub
Porn,
just
do
so
it
we can
right
see it.
now. I'm gonna
do it,
Dude,
Chin.
no.
Hey, bro,
Do
you're
it.
not going to get.
I'm too afraid.
I go to it all the time.
Nobody's
My
gonna
phone's
see it.
dying. Relax.
Let me see
Not
the gay porn.
No. Chin, click on it.
Two
Do
images
it.
at least. Two
Chin, I
images
swear.
so I can
Go
see.
to your phones. Go to your phones.
What the fuck,
Bro,
man?
you're not going to
Go
get
to
in
the
trouble.
images, you son of a bitch.
You're
You don't
a
have to
grown
look at
man.
it.
All right, fine.
Click on images.
God damn
We just
it.
peer pressure.
No
Oh
way.
my God. Oh, there you
No
go.
way.
There you
Hold
go.
on. Hold on.
Yeah, there he is.
That's some gay.
Oh, no, that's him at the
that's
bottom.
all No, that's Photoshop.
No,
That's
it's
Photoshop.
not. That's him sucking
No,
dick, Brian.
That's Photoshop.
That's him sucking a dick.
That's all Photoshop, bro.
Now click on Pornhub.
No, hey,
We'll see a video.
All you guys are idiots. Rocco Siffredi doesn't do
Yes,
gay
he
porn.
does, Brian. I've seen it with my own eyes.
You've not.
Click on the Pornhub. Well, that guy's sucking on another one's balls. Click on.
So weird, right?
Once it
Click on
clicks, my
Pornhub.
computer's
Nothing's
destroyed.
I promise. I promise you. If your computer gets destroyed, I will buy you a new one.
This
From
costs
clicking on Pornhub.
$3,700.
Cool. I will buy you a new one.
God damn it!
What are you worried about?
It's gonna get infected.
Right there.
No, it won't.
Rocco see a huge cock.
Where?
Rocco Colby too. Does that do it? How about Rocco
That's
Colby?
not Rocco.
Yeah,
Colby
that's not
1.
him.
No, that's a different Rocco.
That's a different
you fucking
Rocco.
idiots.
So we proved it's not.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we
That's
have.
him in the far
Rocco
right.
Siffredi's never done a gay porn.
Yes,
Don't
he
ever.
has.
Yeah, that's not Rocco.
That's him.
No, it's not.
He's
you
a
asshole.
gay man.
Don't say
Of course
that.
he's your
Take
favorite.
it back. Rocco Siffredi's never done it. He's as gay
get
as
that
I
off
am.
the camera.
I gotta
Rocco
get that off,
Siffredi's
Jen.
never.
I have
Get
to
that
delete
gay
my
porn
computer.
off the screen right now.
Clean
You
my
just
computer
wanted to
out.
see gay porn.
No, your boy, you're a huge fan of a gay porn.
He's never done a
Now
gay
listen
porn.
to me. I don't care. You're a 51-year-old man and just
Look
came
at
out of
this.
the closet. I want to support you.
You guys don't know what
I
you're
wanna
doing.
support you.
I want you all to take it back and tell Brennan you are lying.
No, they
Fucking
sent me
dare you.
links. I went, well, of course.
Yeah, but I just looked at it. That Rocco's not in those.
Brian, look at me.
He may produce, but he's not in them.
Produce nuts in their mouth.
No, he's
Brian,
never done
listen.
that. No.
Rico? No, he fucks. He doesn't
first
get
of all,
fucked.
it's Rocco, not
No,
Rico. So you obviously don't know
Rocco
what you're talking
fucks.
about.
He doesn't
No.
get fucked.
No,
I've seen it with my own eyes.
He's never fucked a guy. It's not possible.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
How much?
I just looked at it.
I promise you he's fucked dudes.
There's no way.
I promise you.
No, I would know. And they would have said it.
Listen, you're 51. You're the big gay owl. There's nothing wrong with this. When I saw it, I went, oh, that makes sense.
No, it's not true. And I really am pissed now that you even talk about my fucking hero like that.
What are you doing
We
on
all
this
have
phone?
heroes, and I'm standing on the shoulders of giants. And Rocco
Gay
is one of
giant.
those
You're
giants.
standing on the shoulders of gay giant
No.
sucking dick, Callan.
No, I'm going to do this on my
What
phone.
you're doing is you're playing chicken with gays.
Chicken.
You're standing on men's shoulders. It's called chicken in the pool, but you're getting dicks in your mouth. And there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
that.
zero Rocco. I'm looking at it right now. Yeah.
Oh, you went to YouPorn.
Yeah, this is not Rocco. Guy's got a fucking hammer on him though. Who's that guy?
Oh, God.
Maybe I
Chen,
am-
what else you
maybe
got?
I am gay.
Damn it.
Cut to me. Just keep looking. Yeah, there's that out there.
How about
There is
this?
that out there. Let me immediately erase this. Let me like if you go to my
You
fucking
search
browser,
out.
my wife will be like, what are
I
you
gotta be careful
doing?
not to yell. It shows this week. I keep losing my voice. I keep losing my voice.
Drop.
I'm
Your larynx.
gonna punch you in the fucking Rico
Look.
suck dick in mouth.
Do this. Can you do this?
We're not doing this. We
Please
keep
with
doing
me.
this. Chin, what do you got?
There's a photograph that someone captured, which is, I guess, 1 in a trillion or 1 in a million of an osprey carrying a shark. But check it out. Can you tell what's going on here?
Tiny.
It's 1 in a trillion.
1 in a trillion. So you can see the shark
cute.
in its claws, right?
Yeah, it's a tiny one.
So look what is in the shark's mouth.
A fish.
So the bird caught a shark that was eating a fish.
That's hilarious.
And
What
it's
kind
still
of shark
stuck in
is
its mouth.
that?
It looks like a
shark.
baby.
2 for 1.
Yeah, it's a baby shark.
Yeah, it's definitely
That's
a
pretty
baby
cool,
shark.
though.
Yeah, it is.
That'd be sweet if it was like a big ass great white.
Yeah, it would.
That's a big ass bird. Eat a
crazy.
shark. Enjoy that tough fucking skin.
You get plucked right out of the fucking. You've
a
seen
shark.
Yeah,
A shark.
birds will eat the shit out of you.
They'll
Birds
also eat other birds.
in Tibet, they put your body out, they crack your skull, and the birds take all of you away. You know that, right? You know what a Tibetan burial is. You've seen a Tibetan burial.
no.
You might want to Google
Oh,
that.
no.
Chin, Google Tibetan burial.
Yeah, you've not
Tibetan
seen
burial.
that. Where the
No, is it like a rite of passage? What are we
they
talking
crack your
about?
It's
skull,
going to be
they
gross.
open you up,
It is, huh?
and the birds come down and eat you.
Oh,
There you
my
go.
God.
That's a real
When,
thing.
when you pass away,
go ahead and do me a favor and go ahead and
When you pass away,
die,
Kellen?
you go away.
It's good that they do that
you
to
know
the
what?
picture.
I'm not mad at that.
Shouldn't be.
Hey, you tell me what's the difference between that and then cremation when you fucking put your body in flames?
Right.
I really get eaten cool by birds and take a bunch of pictures.
Me too.
I'd rather be stomped
Look
out
at
by
the
a bunch
size
of
of those
elephants, to be
vultures,
honest,
though.
and just a
Those
dust.
vultures pick you clean. That's always been the case, though, back in the day. The
Vultures are nasty
There's a
animal.
book called The Tibetan Book of the Dead, which I've read.
Oh, my gosh. That's too much.
Go back. Don't worry.
I'm
Let
not
me look
looking at it.
Yeah.
You done?
That's how they dress the bodies. They dress the bodies for the birds.
Keep going, Chin.
I
That's
can't
the
stand that
Tibetan burial.
stuff.
Where's
It's
this
just
at?
terrible.
Tibetan?
Tibet. The highlands of
But
Tibet.
what's wrong with that, Chin? What's the difference between that and then burying someone 8 feet under? Is that more humane?
Oh, dude.
The bodies are
Some of
dead.
these pictures are crazy, though.
Really? Just scroll down, but don't click on them.
They're tough to see, but
This one right here, it looks crazy. I don't want to click on it.
but that's what they do.
That one makes you feel
They
weird.
dress the body for the, they basically make it easier for the vultures.
Like they dump seasoning all over it? Like Italian dressing?
No, but they prepare
Oh, they
the
put
bodies.
Lowry seasoning salt on it?
No, sir. I'm going to ask you to be quiet now. They prepare.
Oh,
the
they
bodies.
doused the head in A1 sauce?
No. It's part of being close to the idea of the line between life and death, and
It's an ecosystem.
conquering your fear of death. It's all part of it.
That makes me more scared of death that I know I'm going to be devoured by birds when I pass away.
Large birds,
Toss me in with the gators, baby.
right?
Will you do that for me?
I'm not tossing you to the gators, but I'm taking you to Tibet. You're a big
No.
boy. I'm going to dress
It's
your
too
body
much
that
of a
way.
flight.
And
No, my body had died by then.
crack your skull.
My body will just be like mush after that. You send me to Florida, and then you find those gators at. I
no,
love
because
Disney.
the gators annoy me, and I don't want it. They're just so impersonal about the way they eat. They're just like, oh, what's
They're
this?
ungrateful. They're
Fuck
ungrateful.
critters.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it? Was it? Oh yeah, Nick Swartzen talking about that. Fuck that gator. See ya.
Last thing I ever
And the
said.
angels were like, oh, okay, thanks.
The angel went, really? All right. What else you got, Chin? Boy, how random is Finding the Kid? We watched gay porn
Yep.
and vultures eating dead humans.
We didn't watch
And
the
then we
porn.
went to Trump.
Yeah. We've
now
covered
you're a
we've
Trump
covered
fan.
the world, dude.
That's what we
That's why
do,
I'm going to
brother.
name my podcast
Brian's World.
Brian's World. Brian's World might be good, right?
It's Brian's World. You can't do Brian Callen's World. It doesn't flow.
Okay.
Brian's World, like Bobby's World.
Brian's World podcast. Brian's World. Not Brian Callen?
No.
Okay.
Brian's World.
Yeah.
How it flows. We all know Brian Callen. Brian's World.
For your special?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to do my podcast. I'm renaming it from Mixed
Oh.
Martial Arts to Brian's World. I have so many fun guests on that I want people to hear it. It's like an hour, and I just talk to fun, smart people.
Brian's World.
Brian's
It's your world.
Yeah. Brian's World. That's good.
And I like American Boner.
American Boner's hilarious.
Well,
It's
we're
so
going to call
funny.
it
You don't have
Batteries
the balls
Included.
to do
I'd
that.
love to call it American
It would
Boner.
be so amazing if you did that.
So funny. But I'm
People would freak
if
out.
I wasn't 51,
this
I would do
culture,
it.
you can't.
No. American Boner.
If that popped up on screen, like on Netflix,
You would
I would
100%
immediately
watch
be
it.
like, what the fuck is this?
You'd 100%
Yeah, I
watch
would.
it.
You're right, Jim.
Yeah, or Hulu, yeah, anything.
Boner.
People would be more drawn to it if it's called American Boner. You get more eyeballs.
God. So funny.
It's so funny.
But I just can't be that much of an idiot. I'm an idiot.
I know, but that's
just-
what's great.
Yeah, but gotta be
I'm an idiot.
American Boner. Because you know what another word for boner is, right? Accident. I pulled a real boner, which is an accident.
Well, there you go.
Oh, I'm such a bonehead.
American accident.
That's not bad.
American accent's fun.
That's not bad at all.
American accident.
Batteries Included is almost 2 on the nose.
I like the awkward truth.
Oh, no. No. Sounds like you're linking up with fucking, like doing conspiracy theories.
Yeah. But
American accent's actually really good.
American accent.
American accent's fun.
Yeah.
I like American something.
American Boner's
Yes,
fucking
Boner.
great.
Number one in my book.
I agree, man.
American
Something about
Boner
it.
is the
number
funniest
one.
thing I've ever heard.
You know why? Because you're like if you're if I'm not going to say a comic, but if you're like a kind of a gimmicky comic and called American Boner and people watching like Jesus Christ, man. But with you, it's legit humor. And it's like real cerebral stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's why it works.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just you know what? Sit on it.
I've been sitting on it. I've been sitting on
Sit
the
on
American
that big
boner.
American Boner.
God, is it funny?
Should we have the fans vote on
I
it?
feel like we should do a fucking.
Should we have the fans
batteries
vote on it?
included?
American Boner.
American Boner, American Accident. And I'll come up with some other things.
We can't have too many. 3's pretty good.
I like that as a
We'll
t-shirt.
put on tfactor.com.
American Boner would be a funny t-shirt. Just
Well, it doesn't work though because it has to be associated with something.
Yeah.
So we can't just make sure to say,
you could make
Dick game.
We should make underwear. We should make underwear. We should team up with MeUndies and just have them the American Boner series. Oh God. We may not. I can't name it American Boner, but I like
it's
it.
hilarious. You don't have the balls to do it, Brian.
It's funny though.
That would be like groundbreaking. Like no one has ever done that crazy of a thing. So it may blow up.
It blows up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's our fan base for sure. I guarantee you, everyone right now, if you went Batteries Included, American Boner, or what was the other one? American Psycho?
American
I
Accident.
like American Psycho too. American Accident. I guarantee by a landslide, American Boner's number one.
Yeah. Probably. But you're thinking about everything, right? Politics and all that stuff.
No, that's not. But it's so funny.
It's so funny.
When I thought of it, I started laughing so
Me
hard.
too. It makes me laugh. My only caveat with that, and we can talk to him. So I wonder if you're going to go on Showtime or Netflix. But there's people with way worse names than that. I've seen some specials where.
Oh, Netflix would have no problem. Showtime would have no problem with that. An American Boner is so stupid.
It's not a bad word. It's not a bad word.
Should we put the voting on T-Fat-K?
Yeah.
Jay Bird, get the voting. T-Fat-K, American Boner, American Accident, batteries included. Once you say the other ones, it doesn't even, it has no hype on it.
How about boners included? How about this? Boner included.
That would be fun.
Bryan Callen, boner included.
Bryan Callen's comedy special, boners included.
Just boner included.
Bone
I have a
on.
boner.
Oh, that's funny.
Get your boner.
Batteries and boner included. That's actually funny.
I like get your
Bryan
boner.
Callen, batteries and boner included. You could just really be an asshole and just go.
You could just do Bryan Callen.
I have a boner.
Why is boner so funny?
I have.
How about
a
just boner? Bryan Callen. You see Bryan's new comedy special? What is it? Boner? Dude. It's fucking
Just ruining
killed.
everything. Boner. Have you
Have you seen that new special? What's that guy's name? I don't know. It's called Boner. It's fucking great, though.
I think American Boner is
American
the
Boner
greatest thing of
is
all time.
phenomenal.
It's the greatest thing of all time.
Yep.
I might call it that.
The shirts we could make off American Boner. The American Boner. And the poster. I can see it now, brother.
You can't help but laugh when you hear those two words.
Boner
See the
included.
two words.
American Boner is so fucking.
American
It
Boner.
sounds so like highfalutin, and then it's like, really?
But that's to me. I like it because what do you call? What do you call it? Like
Right.
those. Everyone does the
Right,
normal
everybody-
thing.
right.
I like the curveball, and because you're not a gimmick comic, it's worked so good.
Yeah, I'm not Gallagher.
No,
It's
'cause
like,
you're-
this is the best thing I've ever written and done.
It's
in my
so
life.
powerful.
Yeah.
And American Boner, it's fucking good, man. I like it for marketing reasons.
Yeah. Okay.
Sit on it though.
I'm
when I say
sitting on
sit on it, sit on this American Boner.
It's in my ass as we speak, and I'm thinking about it. It's crazy.
Let's have the fans vote on it, so maybe sway even more. But
funny.
I like American Boner.
I love
The other ones that we were going through, I'm like, yeah, of course. And I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, I've seen that. That's cool. It's not going to stick out. If I'm scrolling and it says American Boner, I'm like, click. And then they watch, I'm like, well, he's fucking hilarious.
Oh, God.
How old is he? He's 51. Oh, my God.
It's the best thing
Was
I've
he
ever
the
done.
greatest
in my
comedian
life.
of all time?
It is the best thing I've ever done. I think this. I'm the happiest I've ever been with my stand-up.
Hell yeah.
Anyway. It was the best
American
shows of my
Boner.
life. I have to say, Denver was maybe the best shows of my life. I was the best shows. All right. Fuck, that's funny.
American Boner makes me laugh.
Let's wrap it up.
What else you got, Chin?
That's it.
We'll get your American Boners out. Hey,
See me in-
Minnesota.
come see me in Calusa Casino this Saturday.
God, speaking of
This
boners,
Saturday, I got one show only. Calusa Casino.
I like Calusa. It's fun
Yeah,
up there.
I'll be there this
Sacramento.
Saturday,
It's about an
May
hour
5th.
outside Sacramento.
Yeah.
Yeah.
May 5th. I'll be
It's nice.
Yep.
And then this weekend, I'm in Minnesota, House of Comedy, Mall of America. Finally at Mall of America. I've always wanted to go there. I'm be eating Cinnabons, shopping with my Shark Eyes doll smile, and doing comedy at night. 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. All shows are almost sold out. Get tickets right now for Bryan and myself, tfatk.com. And then June, I'm in Houston. End of June, I'm in Houston. Get your tickets now, tfatk.com.
One more date.
American
I canceled.
Boner. What is it, American Boner?
I had to cancel my San Diego dates.
Oh, why?
I'm doing this movie, so I had to cancel San Diego. I'm sorry, but I'll be back. But I will be, when you're going to buy tickets for Brendan, I'll be at the House of Comedy at the end of May 31st, June 1st,
Oh,
June
shit.
2nd. So come see me at the House of Comedy.
Boom.
So there you go.
Minnesota, step your game up. Let's get weird. American Boner. This is the Fire Kid. We're out.